here for patriots that actually get out there on the street. They don't sit there and talk shit. You've never actually gone out and fronted the enemy on the street as a foot soldier. You just talk shit. Muslim dominant suburb in Australia and voice your opinion about Islam to their face.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Thank you.
Sherman Burgess is a truck driver from Canberra who is best known for his online persona, the Great Aussie Patriot. His anti-Islamic videos, which he posts regularly, attract enormous numbers of fans and detractors. Sherman also recently spoke at the Reclaim Australia rallies, which were held on Easter Saturday. The rallies took place all over the country, and thousands marched against what they perceive as an Islamic threat to Australia. Right now is partly violent Islamism, but also partly
Cultural jihad as well.
yeah, and Islamic people kind of outbreeding us in, I don't know, 100 years or so, us becoming a Muslim nation.
That's their goal. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some good Muslims, there are, but they're not tackling the extremist ideology within their mosques. They're not. 30 ISIS fighters came back from overseas and they're already back in the mosque. Now, the imams know who they are, but they're still allowing them in the mosque after publicly saying that they do not support ISIS on TV, yet they're allowing them in the mosque.
What's your proof for that?
Have a look at Lakemba Mosque.
Have you been to Lakemba Mosque?
Yes, I have. I've been to Lakemba Mosque.
Do you have proof?
I actually had a guy threaten to kill me when I went there, but
So you have proof that there's 30 ex-ISIS members being...
Julia Bishop let them in. It was actually on TV. Julia Bishop let them back into the country.
Personally?
Yes. You can look it up, trust me, I'm not lying.
I find that very difficult to believe.
Look up the facts for yourself. Like I said, I'm not lying. I have no problem with multiculturalism, right?
Yeah.
Not a problem with it at all, right? I have Asian friends, Italian, Greek, Aboriginal friends, right? I haven't got a problem with it at all. What I do have a problem with is people with a certain ideology, a religious ideology, that come here and say that they're going to impose Sharia law on us and the flag of jihad's going to fly over the top. That is okay to rape an uncovered woman. They can actually use the Quran to back it up when they do it. They can use it. The verses from the Quran itself.
You could argue then that Jews could use the Torah to justify things like that.
Well, in the Torah it doesn't say that you are allowed to rape an uncovered woman.
About 500 people came out in the rain to hear a number of speakers, but it was Sherman who really rallied the troops.
Look at everyone here today, many different flags, Eureka flag, Aboriginal flag, boxing kangaroo flag, everything. Yes! Now we are standing in the very place, just up the road there, where the Lynn Cafe siege happened and 2 Australians were killed. Man Monas, I'm sure you are all familiar with this man.
Unfortunately, she's never been on a
The media wrote it off as a lone wolf attack. This is a blatant lie, as Man Monas had over 30,000 followers on his Facebook page. Our government is cancelling passports of those trying to leave the country to join Islamic State, which means the only place they can behead an infidel or blow up a crowded building is right here in Australia.
Let him go.
I have an idea for the Australian government. Why don't you let them leave to fight for Islamic State, then cancel their passports so they can never return to harm anyone in this nation ever? ask you this. When was the last time you seen a Buddhist go around raping an uncovered woman because Buddha told him to? Or even ask yourself, when was the last time you saw a Christian run onto a school bus and yell out Jesus is great before detonating a suicide vest and blowing everyone up?
How many are in Australia?
I'm the Great Aussie Patriot. Thank you for attending. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Australian Muslim gang rapists would like to riot.
Now that's all the SCAF gang rapists. There's Bilal SCAF and Mohammed SCAF and
They're
the rest
all
of
in
the
jail.
No, actually some of them are being released now. Mohammed SCAF is actually released from Golden Jail now. He's back out on the streets.
It's just kind of confusing as to why you would think that this looks incredibly racist.
Well, Islam's not a racist, so it can't be racist. If I was targeting, like, Asians or, something like that, then yeah, I'd agree it'd be racist, but we're actually targeting an ideology.
Well then, it's really confusing as to me as why somebody like you can't see why people would view this as being, as tarnishing the whole Muslim community with what these nine.
But it's not, because it says Sydney's Muslim gang rapist. It doesn't say all of Sydney's Muslims would like to riot with you. You know what I mean? That's why it says gang rapists, because that's what those guys are.
Yeah, but I mean that is kind of designed to imply that gang rape culture is more prevalent.
It's very high.
How do you know that? Where are the statistics?
Have a look online. You can find the statistics in the New South Wales police reports online. Research a tactic in the Quran called taqiyya. Now, this is Islamic deception. I've read the Quran from cover to back. Now, what taqiyya is fooling the infidel into thinking you are from the division of peace while your numbers are low and you still don't have a foothold in society. This is how Muhammad conquered half the Middle East, right? He used to get allies from neighbouring tribes, right, who were Islamic. Thank you very much for your messages of support. I greatly appreciate it. Alhamdulillah. I have received thousands of messages. It's getting to the stage where it's hard to keep up with them. I am very thankful though. Thank you so very much. Some of the kindest people in the world are Muslims. I can't believe how close and tight-knit and the brotherhood and sisterhood that this community has. I've just been inundated on my Instagram, on my Facebook and everywhere else with messages of support. I've had I sit here and I think to myself, how could I have been anti-Islam in the first place? I was one of those people that was misguided when I was back when I was a kuffar, and I was misguided. I ate up a lot of the mainstream media propaganda. I ate up like watching a lot of Zionist-produced Hollywood movies that predicted Muslims as terrorists. They want to bomb things, they want to blow things up. That's all they do. They just chop off heads. They do this, they do that. So I look back at my past when I was in the anti-Islam movement, and I was just like, wow, I never would have looked back 4 or 5 years ago and went, I'm going to end up becoming a Muslim myself. If you had told me this, I probably would have punched you in the face. But it's funny how they say God works in mysterious ways. So